Alright, so I've played Dredge on the channel one time before, and I was playing the Sultai version, blue, black, green, and a number of you had mentioned that the pure blue, black version of it was pretty strong as well. So that's what I've came here to try today. And so, if you haven't seen the original video, I would first off recommend that you go see that. It's a pretty good one, and you guys seem to like it for sure. But that video was of a deck that at the core was blue and black. Self-milling really got pushed into viability, in my opinion, with Glimpse the Unthinkable being printed, and honestly with Founding the Third Path as well. This card makes both of these super strong together. So if you haven't seen this deck before, what we're trying to do is reanimate creatures in a number of ways. Number one is we can put prized amalgams into the graveyard. If you put any creature from your graveyard onto the battlefield, this thing will trigger, and at the beginning of the next end step, you get to put it out as well. It comes in tapped, so it's not ready to attack immediately, but, you know, it's still going to be pretty good. The other thing that you can do is get a Silver Smoke Ghoul into the battlefield, or sorry, into the graveyard. And if you gain 3 or more life this turn, you get to put it back from the graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. And so we can actually do a little bit of a chain trigger here, but that's getting a bit into things. So Prized Amalgam will trigger when things like Silver Smoke Ghoul come back. We also have Gixin Recyclers here, which create copies of themselves when they go into your graveyard, and they both have Unearth, so that means that you are going to be able to trigger your Prized Amalgams just by unearthing this and attacking in for 3. You can also mill over Narcomoebas. This is kind of the general way that people do this, and this is how these decks worked a long time ago. If you Glimpse the Unthinkable or some other mill effect and you mill over a Narcomoeba, this triggers and it goes onto the battlefield from your graveyard. You see this across a variety of formats. Narcomoeba makes these decks very, very strong, but they can just bring back prized amalgams that get milled along with them. And then when it comes to the Silver Smoke Ghoul, you have another way of getting these out. Well, you have one way of getting them out, but they are another way that you can get the prized amalgams out. There's a whole chain going on here, and it actually is what makes this deck really strong and resilient. So Creeping Chill is another card that you can mill over, just as it happens, and this drains your opponent for 3, and so it meets the criteria to bring back a Silver Smoke Ghoul. So not only are you dealing damage with Creeping Chills, not only are you getting attackers in with Gixin Recyclers that may force your opponent to make trades or may just deal 3 extra damage to them, you're doing all that stuff, but then you're also bringing back the ghouls and the amalgams back as well. And that's just really, really strong. Then I guess another one to talk about is Demonic Embrace. You run into a lot of things, a lot of board states in this deck where you have creatures, your opponent has creatures, and no one can really attack each other. What you can do in those situations is mill over a Demonic Embrace, and this will make one of your prized amalgams a 6/4, and with flying, so it'll have evasion, and maybe you can close out the game with it. A notable thing is that if you mill this over, you can still cast it from your graveyard, so that makes it pretty good. It's here as a one of, and I think that we don't need it more than that. The other thing that we have here is the Mill and Kill package. In terms of the mill, we have Stitcher Supplier. This is a card that ETBs and mills you for 3. Anyone for 3, I guess. But we always use it on ourselves. Oh wait, no, this one's always you. It's Glimpse the Unthinkable that you have to target a player. Stitcher Supplier mills us for 3, and then you can sack it to things like Bone Shards, or you can sack it to a Phyrexian Tower to make mana. We also have Otherworldly Gaze that surveils for 3, and Merfolk's Secret Keeper that can mill us or our opponent for 4. And then Founding the Third Path, both can cast Glimpse the Unthinkable, and it mills us for 4, and then you can recast a Glimpse the Unthinkable when you hit Chapter 3. That is like the absurdly strong option with this deck. We also have one Scrapheap Scrounger. This is a repeatable reanimation creature, and it's just good to trigger prized amalgams over and over. This is somewhat of a one-shot deck. We try to kill our opponent as fast as possible, and the longer the game goes, the harder it's going to be for us. So we want to take hands that have a lot of Glimpse the Unthinkables and ways to cast them. The Shuffler is our biggest friend and biggest enemy with this deck, and we just got to hope that we get lucky. Our land base is mostly Dimir. I think the only notable thing is Hive and Phyrexian Tower. Otherwise, it's just pretty split. You can kind of do whatever with it, honestly. We're exactly split down the middle with blue and black. So that's blue-black Dredge. Hope you guys like it, and let's hop into some games. Before we do that, if you have been a fan of the channel and would like to support me, drop a subscribe. That is the thing that helps me out the most. If not, if you're already subscribed, or if you just generally want to support what's going on here, drop a like on the video. That also helps. All right, round 1 coming up. Let's go. All right, round 1 starting up now. So we have 3 things that we want to mill over in this opening hand, so I cannot take it. We have 4 things that we want to mill over in this hand, so I can't take it. You can generally mill pretty low in this deck, assuming that you can get a pretty solid mill start going. I'm fine to go to 5, sometimes even to 4, but beyond that, I'm not really feeling like I want to go much further. So, we have Otherworldly Gaze to hopefully find something to do in this hand, and then we also have the ability, so they kept 6, so I probably will keep 5. I'm going to put back the Recycler, I think, and then I'll try to just discard my Prized Amalgam. So I can go like this. I have 2 lands, I can do Otherworldly Gaze on my first 2 turns, and then have Bone Shards, discarding Prized Amalgam as something that I can do if I need to. Alright. Opponent has black mana. Gate of the Black Dragon. So this is most likely a Gates deck. I think you generally don't see you don't really see any sort of what is it called? You don't see any sort of Seek based decks. And so at this point, because I can't really think of a way to discard Prized Amalgam before milling over an Archamoeba on my next turn, I'm just going to mill it over now. And we will just take that creature, because it's something that can attack. I will take that action. We drew a second Archamoeba, which is not really what we want to be doing with this deck. So I'm just going to swing in, and we are going to hope that we can find a better mill spell than Otherworldly Gaze on our next draw step. Opponents can't gain life. I will Otherworldly Gaze, and well, we do find a Demonic Embrace, so maybe I'll just put this Hive out. Not the Hive out, the Clearwater Pathway. Yeah, I guess that could be pretty good. And then we can discard the Prized Amalgam that way. Alright, sure. And then we will go ahead, play this on black. Cast Demonic Embrace on our Narcomoeba. I will auto-pay. And we will discard a Prized Amalgam. Alright, 4 damage in the air. That's not insignificant. Confused as to what my opponent is doing. This is Graveyard Trespasser, so they're going to take my Amalgam if they know what they're doing. They do. And I will have to spend my whole hand here in order to deal with the Graveyard Trespasser. Yeah, and I want to make sure that I don't do too much here. Or I'll explain what I mean in a second. So Ward, discard, trigger, Gixen. Yeah, so I want to make sure that I'm always casting stuff, because the Graveyard Trespasser is going to eat me up. I do not want to reanimate any of these yet, and we are kind of just hoping that our Narcomoeba is going to go coast to coast here. And it can. We have a 3-turn clock. Alright, they attack in. Is this a meat hook for 2, maybe? Spawn of Mayhem. That's an interesting one. Well, I'm just fine to go in here. Make that trade. And then I'm going to put a Silver Smoke Ghoul in. Next turn I can attack for 3 again, or for 6 again. And that'll still put them on a 2-turn clock. I do not block this ever. Shieldred, okay. How do I feel about a Shieldred? The answer is not good. I'll draw. Okay. I'm gonna go to 4 here if I attack with Silver Smoke Ghoul. I actually cannot do this. I'm gonna mill myself. Creeping Chill's good. Unfortunately, that doesn't do too much. We can't gain life. I forgot about that situation. We take another life with Merfolk Secret Keeper, and we actually can't attack here. That's really a bummer. We can chump block the Shieldred for a while, but this is actually not looking good. Let's see what we can do. It's not over because I can just find a mill spell and then mill my opponent. However, I believe we're dead. Alright, we're going to go to 1. Oh, and then we die to Shieldred. That's right. That's the other piece of the puzzle. Alright, well, let's just see what my next draw was. And it was the Glimpse of the Unthinkable. I needed that. What was our next card? And we had the Bone Shards. Dang, that was pretty tough. But, you know, it happens. I think this was a situation of just mulliganing in a way where we didn't get what we needed. And that happens. So let's move on to round 2 and see if we can find a better hand. Alright, round 2, let's go. Prized Amalgam and the Glimpse. I would take this if I didn't have so many things that needed to be in my graveyard. This will be a mulligan. They have mulliganed as well. This one, I have Merfolk Secret Keeper and Stitcher Supplier, and then Demonic Embrace can go from hand. I'll put back the Creeping Chill, and I think this is okay. Alright. Then I guess Bone Shards is an opportunity as well. This... I would have loved a Glimpse the Unthinkable with Founding the Third Path. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Alright, we get an Otherworldly Gaze, which is potentially better. I might hold on this Founding the Third Path and try to find something. Jukai Naturalist. Okay. I can discard my Demonic Embrace to kill the Naturalist, maybe? Or I can sacrifice a creature to kill it. That's even better. Mill myself for 4. And then sack a creature, targeting this. Sack my Stitchers. See if we can hit anything here. Got a Ghoul into the graveyard. I'd like to see that. So we're not exactly charged up right now, but we do have 1 creature that could come back. Pass through our turn. Sithis, okay, so this could be a lot of different types of enchantment-based decks. I can Merfolk Secret Keeper, but I don't have a use for the 2nd mana, so I'll probably just Otherworldly Gaze here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Founding the Third Path actually doesn't hit anything on the first chapter yet, so we want to avoid that. Treacherous Blessing, okay, sure. So this is an interesting Abzan enchantments deck. Let's see what we can hit with Otherworldly Gaze. We're going to still continue to pay a little bit of life. Creeping Chill does get me a creature back, and then I would probably like to keep a Watery Grave here. So while it's not what I was hoping for, this is something. We will exile this. And we'll go to my turn. I will think about shocking this. If I found the Third Path, mill myself, I can also Merfolk Secret Keeper. I guess I can do that. So, actually, let me double check. I have just Bone Shards in here, is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay. So, I will cast this. We'll put it in at 2. I'll just mill myself. This is definitely not the most use that I was hoping for. We get a Narcomoeba. Okay. And then maybe a Merfolk Secret Keeper, milling myself. This can hit a Amalgam, I'm happy. Oh, nice. We got one prized Amalgam and another Narcomoeba. I think that is our third Narcomoeba. No, second. So I can kill their Sith this next turn, discarding Scrap Heap Scrounger. Prized Amalgam can get bigger. I may just not do the Founding the Third Path thing at all and just cast Demonic Embrace on the Amalgam. Okay. I'll get rid of a Narcomoeba. We can exile the Bone Shards. I will cast it, I think. Let's go ahead and discard a card for this. Get rid of the Recycler. Yep. And then I think I'll probably just start to utilize these Recyclers to get in. We get 7 damage here, so it's still a 2-turn clock after this point. We'll probably just discard Narcomoeba. Or actually, you know what, I can discard, or I can sack Amalgam and then have Recycler bring it back. Okay, so that's not going to be a thing that can happen. I mean, it's not bad for, like, losing Narcomoeba is not a bad thing. Okay, so, oh, we milled a Narcomoeba, interesting. Well, Recycler's going to have to come out. We get a trigger on this so that their Doom Foretold is not going to go off, and then we might as well get a Secret Keeper out. Swing in, they go to 11. They lose their Blessing, okay. Trial, okay, so we are going to lose everything here. Get rid of Amalgam. And then they go to our turn, we lose our Secret Keeper, sure. Creeping Chill, eh? How many Silver Smotes do I have? I have 2. So I want to eventually play that. I think for now I'm going to do the same play of doing what I just did. As long as I don't give them their Doom Foretold, I'm feeling better. Yep, that makes sense. Alright, Athenia. Vanishing Light. Ooh, on my Amalgam, that's tough. We did need that. I just need one more land here now. Right, that's another thing that could happen, okay. Youch. Darkslick Shores comes in untapped, sadly. So we take 12, unless I block. Oh, wow, Ethereal Absolution. So we take 14. And now our Silver Smotes don't come back. Oh my gosh, wow, double Mask to finish me off. Pretty cool deck, Abzan Enchantments. I really like that deck. I'll have to build it and play it sometime. Anyway, that was our round 2. Let's move on to round 3. Okay, round 3, here we go. We finally got a good start with a Glimpse of the Unthinkable. If we get Thought Seized Away, I'm going to be so sad. It's in a Johnny's Welcome deck, okay. Stitcher Supplier. Mill a little bit here. Hopefully don't hit anything too early. Sucks to lose another Glimpse, but that's okay. I imagine they probably put out a creature of their own here. No, they pass. Okay. Well, their slow start is a good time for us. So here's Glimpse of the Unthinkable, targeting ourselves. And what can we hit? We see 2 Creeping Chills. And I don't think I saw any anything that'll be reanimated off of that. Oh no, there was 1 Silver Smoke Ghoul. Nice. Love to see it. So I think I will Stitchers next turn. Let's go ahead and play this. We'll do 1 Stitchers. Nice, an Amalgam is good. 2 Stitchers. And then I'm hoping this Otherworldly Gaze will be able to find something. Founding is good. I can just cast that on 2. Alright, we'll go ahead and swing in, and I'm pretty sure Amalgam triggers, right? No, it's because it needs to see the thing enter the battlefield. Yeah. Alright, so there's finally the Soul Warden. That is far too late for my opponent. They can kill a Stitcher Supplier. Ooh, Voice of the Blessed, that's bad. They put it on the Voice. Alright, well, things just got a lot harder. Can I kill this? Hopefully I milled over my Bone Shards. Yes, I did. Cool. So what I can do then is Founding the Third Path. This is a really sad Founding the Third Path. We're going to cast a Bone Shards. And what would I like to get rid of? I would probably like to just sack a creature. Get rid of the Stitchers. Wait. Let me do this again. It's choose a card, sacrifice a creature, target the Voice. Auto pay. Sack Stitchers. There we go. That would have been sad if I had messed that up. Alright, we do get an Archamoeba, that's huge. We will indeed put that onto the battlefield. So they're going to make their Soul Warden bigger, probably. Yeah. Put it on the battlefield, yes. I have to make sure that their Voice doesn't get too big, because they actually might have been able to make it indestructible. That would have been bad. Swing in, I guess, all the way. We need to find our Demonic Wings thing. So they can take out a Silver Smoke Ghoul, but the other stuff will get through. I have to hope that my opponent can't put 2 more pips out of creatures. If they make 1 really big creature, I can still go around it, because I have flyers and stuff. Alright, trigger all of the prized amalgams. Alright, can we go wider or can they go taller? Okay. They're going to give themselves lifelink, which sucks. If I can find, I hope I didn't know it. Hive is there. Where is... Ah, crap. Okay, we're getting comboed now. Alright, so opponent has the Scurry Oak combo. Unfortunately, that means that they can gain life out of the, out of control here. So they'll be able to go wide enough and tall enough to kill us. So I think we'll just go ahead and concede here. Opponent's got the game. And we will move on from round 3 on to round 4. Here we go. Alright, round 4. This one's got a glimpse. It does have 2 of the prized amalgams and a creeping chill. I don't think I can take this one, sadly. It's almost really good. Silver Smote and creeping chill. This has no lands. Mull. Uh-oh. What do we do? I gotta go to 4 here. There's no way to mill myself. Creeping chill. Otherworldly Gaze. I think I just have to play this one. This is tough. We'll keep 4, put these 3 back, and we'll see if 4 cards is enough to win on. Alright, so put this in tapped first, then our turn 2 play will be a Founding the Third Path with an Otherworldly Gaze coming down. Tiny Bones, what the heck? Okay. Founding. Put it on 1. Cast Otherworldly Gaze. mill a ghoul, and all this stuff. And then in my upkeep, I'm going to Otherworldly Gaze again. In response to my, or actually, I'll do it after my mill.
No more distractions.
Probably discard a card.
I'm tired of your
this. We are going to be pretty pressured and punished for this 4 mulligan keep. Hopefully, this won't be the end of us. Alright, I actually wanted to do that after the fact, but okay. Underground River can go down. I can put a Prized Amalgam out to try to deal with what our opponents got going on over there. Well, Tiny Bones can chump block for them. Liliana can minus and edict my Prized Amalgam, so I will just pass in on their end step, try to bring some stuff in. And actually, yeah, if they Liliana plus and make me discard Prized Amalgam, I actually want that to happen. So what did they do here? Davriel, okay.
I'll have to order 20.
Sure.
A mind is a terrific thing to waste.
Liliana can plus. Ooh, that's pretty good for me. That's just a free discard.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
They just discarded a Rankle for free, essentially. An Otherworldly Gaze. Founding. Now, does Founding find me anything here? I think it does. So I can use one Otherworldly Gaze on this chapter 3, and then I actually might just need to, I'll have this thing come in at, tier 2, maybe. These go down for sure. Maybe I don't even want to do this. I think I probably don't want to do this. Well, no, because I can mill into something to cast on chapter 3. Take some damage.
Loneliness can
Just gets to copy our 1 CMC Otherworldly Gaze. Surveils 3. Auto pay. Alright, so Glimpse is what we want. Oh, so then I should actually wait here. And I should not cast my Founding yet. So maybe I can just put a Scrap Heap Scrounger back. We'll just exile one of the Gixin Recyclers. Yay, now we got a creature. Unfortunately, they will probably make me discard the Founding the Third Path, but if they want to do that, that's okay. I have the Glimpse of the Unthinkable stacked on top, so that's good. Alright, so we are discarding the Founding the Third Path, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and pass. We have to attack Liliana next turn. Okay. Oh my god, they can Brit my top card if they're smart here. Oh, I hope they don't do that. That would be really smart of them. I hope they just make me sack a creature. Oh my god, and then they're gonna discard this with Davriel. Oh, so smart. Wow, they're gonna see what I put on top. Smart heads-up play by my opponent. I am, that is cool to see. Now, what we do get to do here is take out all of their planeswalkers. Mill myself here. We got another Otherworldly Gaze, so we'll put 3 at Davriel, 6 at Liliana. Alright, so we get a little deeper, or a little deader, rather. And opponent gets to hit us. Oh, I guess that is a thing that they could do with 6 mana. Okay, well, I guess we were kind of punished for that 4-card hand. Oops. I guess we were kind of forced into it. Maybe we should have tried to force like the 6-card hand that we took. Oh well. That was our round 4. We have one more to make it work with blue-black Dredge. Let's go. Alright, final round coming up. We are again stuck with a pretty tough hand. We have the ability to mill quite a decent amount. I want to go down 1. Well, actually, should I do that? Because I can play Citrus Supplier and use Phyrexian Tower to get a Silver Smoke Ghoul out. This is actually not as bad of a hand as I initially thought. Okay, so how are we starting this? We are probably starting with a Shockland into the Citrus Supplier. So our next turn can be mill for... Ooh, yes, please. Love to see that. A little bit of damage in. Faithless Looting, okay. See what our opponent's up to. They're probably a Reanimator deck. Faithless Looting, yep, that makes sense. Okay, so this is a sign that we want to really just kill our opponent before turn 4. So if I play Phyrexian Tower here, I can Secret Keeper. Oh wait, no, I can't Secret Keeper. I can only Silver Smoke Ghoul. Sacrifice. Oh, okay, hold up. Do this smarter. We're gonna attack. Then we will, I mean, it's gonna, the auto tapper knows what I'm doing. Alright. We get another bit of a mill off. No good hits though, sadly. And I think we're gonna die if they hit 4 mana, if they untap with 4 mana. Not a very compelling graveyard yet. Them gaining life is not my favorite thing in the world either. We have to hope that they are land screwed. They're thinking. And Burial Rites for turn 4, okay. Darkslick Shores. We're gonna have to mill here. Okay, double Recycler, so those can at least come out and attack. Swing in, and sadly, nothing to come back this turn. They go to 12, it's still a 2-turn clock. Think we're going to be 1 short here. Just a turn short. Okay. And we get comboed out this next turn with Faith. Oh wait, they actually don't have a thing to reanimate. They must have Mizzix's Mastery in hand. It's a bummer that I don't have anything in my hand to disrupt that with. So I can put out 2 things now, deal 9 damage. They'll be at 6, or I could, for 3 mana, I can Gixen Recycler and a Narcomoeba, I guess. Swing out. And they're at 8. Double reanimation next turn. They have to kill me now. If they have the Mizzix, I'm dead. Okay. Divine Purge isn't the end of the world. Let's do a... Should I play Silver Smoke Ghoul? I don't really know. Recycler doesn't do a whole lot. I don't have anything that can come back, sadly. We are really just not treading water here. I gotta put the 3-1 in. We gotta hope to be able to mill here. At this point, I don't expect to stay alive. I mean, all they need is a Mizzix's Mastery. The fact that they didn't play it last turn means that they do need to draw it. So there's a bit of hope, I guess. Let's see what their play is. They seem to be struggling, as am I. A Divine Purge again. Okay. It costs 7 mana, Jesus. Okay, well, another land coming in here, probably. I can do Narcomoeba plus Recycler. Doesn't particularly feel that good, though. I just really love to mill myself more, but I can't. Hive of the Eye Tyrant is a creature that avoids Divine Purge. We can put them to 5. Put a Narcomoeba out for good measure. Alright, so my Hive of the Eye Tyrant should kill them next turn. Oh wait, I might actually be missing a damage. Oh no. Yes, I am. I should have Gixen Recyclered this turn. Mastermind's Acquisition? Wow. I think I actually could have won. Target player mills 10 cards may be my only out here. So, Recycler plus Narcomoeba. I need... Yeah, so I can deal at most 4 damage right now. This costs me essentially 5 mana to attack with, so... that means that the move is Glimpse the Unthinkable plus Gixen Recycler. I will do this first. Alright, nice. We got the Creeping Chill. They're dead. Alright, Gixen Recycler. And swing in, we also have an Amalgam coming back. Did we get it? Alright, wow. So that was not the best game that blue-black Dredge can pull out. But we were able to win anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this deck. I think that we got a little slice of what this deck can do here, but there's so much more. I think in the last time that I showed Dredge, you saw some pretty strong showings from the Glimpse the Unthinkable plus Founding combo. So definitely, if you want to see some more of that, watch that video. That was a pretty good one if you haven't seen it. Other than that, that was Blue-Black Dredge. I hope you enjoyed. As always, a reminder to like the video if you liked it, and if you want to support me and the channel, subscribe to see more videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That being said, I'm out of here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.